In 2025, people will have a unique opportunity to travel to the moon. So far, only 12 people have walked on Earth's natural satellite, but a private company is offering tourists the chance to change that. If you're incredibly wealthy, you can pay $750 million to spend a few days exploring the moon and observing Earth from afar. You might even be able to join unique scientific experiments. People are also aiming to build permanent homes on the moon. In fact, NASA believes that North Americans could claim their share of the moon by 2030, and they wouldn't even need to be astronauts to buy land there. Of course, billionaires are already making plans, mainly to use natural resources. The moon has plenty of substances rare on Earth, such as helium-3 and many rare Earth minerals. Well, rare for the moon, but that's a side note. If you manage to get some of these resources, you could become even richer. Helium-3, for instance, is an excellent source of clean nuclear energy. It's extremely rare on Earth because it escapes into space, but on the moon, there are tons of it, enough to power Earth for 1,000 years. Rare Earth minerals aren't actually that rare on Earth, but they're hard to extract because they react with oxygen. On the moon, there's no oxygen, which would make mining these minerals much easier, helping us create better technologies like electronics and batteries. However, scientists are not thrilled about this. For the first time, they have a chance to study 4.5 billion years of cosmic history. Since the moon's surface has remained unchanged for billions of years, analyzing its rocks could reveal many secrets about the origins of the universe. But if billionaires start mining the moon and destroying these rocks, all that knowledge could be lost forever. Another challenge of exploring the moon is its size. The moon is large, but the best areas, where there is water and sunlight, are limited. Most of the lunar surface is dangerous due to moonquakes, radiation, and meteorite impacts. This means tourists, scientists, and mining companies will have to crowd into 3 small regions. The first is called the Peaks of Eternal Light, where there is almost constant sunlight, perfect for telescopes and human colonies. The second is the far side of the moon, where Earth's radio signals are weak. It's a peaceful, quiet spot, ideal for setting up a telescope to study the universe. The third is the Pits of Eternal Darkness. No, not the place where internet trolls go. Just kidding. It's called that because sunlight never reaches there. This makes it even better for scientists using special astronomical instruments to study the farthest corners of the universe. There's also around 1 billion tons of water there. If scientists could study the moon properly, they might make amazing discoveries. But currently, there are no international laws protecting outer space. No country can own the moon. But that won't stop private mining companies from grabbing the best spots. In the past, several countries signed the Outer Space Treaty, agreeing that space exploration should benefit all of humanity. However, space exploration is extremely expensive. Even delivering a single gallon of water from Earth to the moon costs an outrageous amount, and not everyone can afford it. Human activities on the moon are also very risky, as they can change its atmosphere. To understand this better, let's look at the moon's surface. This floating rock is covered in craters formed over billions of years. When a meteorite hits the moon, it kicks up fine dust, called regolith, with particles so tiny and sharp they can cut like glass. This process once helped create a thin lunar atmosphere, which is very different from Earth's. A large rocket landing on the moon can blast this dust into the air, but unlike meteorites, rocket landings are so intense that they can increase the number of atoms in the sky by 100,000 times. If the amount of atoms rises, the air becomes dusty plasma, meaning you would breathe air as toxic as the dust miners once inhaled deep underground on Earth. Such an atmosphere would end space tourism because it would cause electronics to fail and mechanical systems to malfunction. Honestly, even just being on the moon is dangerous. When scientists discovered water on the moon's surface, they were thrilled by the chance to study it, to find out where it came from, and even how water appeared on Earth. But when our spacecraft land, they cause outgassing, which makes lunar water evaporate. This evaporated water can contaminate the moon's water, ruining the scientific data. When astronauts collect samples, they might actually be studying Earth water they brought along by accident. Very frustrating. And it's not just water we're contaminating. Spacecraft can transfer any life forms from Earth to the moon, and vice versa, bringing alien organisms back to Earth. This kind of contamination is extremely